She was one of the brightest stars of her generation. Charming, funny, relatable. Amanda Bynes wasn't just a child star. She was a child star. From Nickelodeon sketch shows to Hollywood blockbusters, Amanda seemed unstoppable. But then, in what felt like an instant, she vanished. No more movie deals. No more red carpets. Only headlines. Strange, sad, and increasingly troubling. So what really happened to Amanda Bynes? How did America's sweetheart disappear from the spotlight? And why did she never come back? This is the untold story of talent, pressure, mental illness, and the dark side of fame. A story not of failure, but of survival, born to perform. Amanda Laura Bynes was born on April 3rd, 1986, in Thousand Oaks, California, the youngest of 3 children. From an early age, Amanda was bursting with energy. Whether she was impersonating family members or quoting movies line for line, her comedic instincts were uncanny. Her parents saw something special, something rare. By the age of 7, Amanda was already in acting classes. It didn't take long for her talent to be noticed. At just 10 years old, Amanda landed her first big break, a regular role on Nickelodeon's hit sketch comedy series, All That. In a world dominated by adult comedians, Amanda stood out. She was quick, clever, and had impeccable timing, rare for someone so young. Audiences loved her. Critics took notice. And just like that, Amanda Bynes became a household name. The Amanda Show, A Star is Born. In 1999, something major happened. Nickelodeon gave Amanda her own show, The Amanda Show. At only 13, she was leading a comedy series, writing skits, playing wild characters, and holding her own against seasoned adult comedians. The show was a smash hit. From Judge Trudy to Moody's Point, Amanda's characters became part of a generation's shared childhood. She wasn't just acting, she was shaping pop culture. But while it looked like pure fun on the outside behind the scenes, Amanda was already feeling the weight of fame, the long hours, the pressure beyond all the time, and the growing expectations from executives, fans, and her own inner circle. It was a lot for a teenager. Still, she kept going. Hollywood's next leading lady. By the early 2000s, Amanda had become one of the most in-demand teen actresses in Hollywood. Her film debut came with Big Fat Liar, 2002, alongside Frankie Muniz. The movie did well, and Amanda was praised for her comedic charm. Then came What a Girl Wants, 2003, She's a Man, 2006, and Hairspray, 2007. Each film solidifying her place in industry. She's a Man, in particular, was a breakout success. Amanda played a girl pretending to be her brother to join a boys' soccer team, a classic Shakespearean comedy with a modern twist. Her performance was bold, physical, and utterly hilarious. At just 20 years old, Amanda Bynes was considered the next Lucille Ball. She wasn't just a movie star. She was a role model, a fashion icon, a red carpet favorite. Her fan base stretched from kids to teens to adults. She had it all: fame, money, and what looked like a limitless future. So what went wrong? Cracks began to show. In 2010, Amanda announced something unexpected. Via Twitter, she posted, "Being an actress isn't as fun as it may seem. If I don't love something anymore, I stop doing it. I don't love acting anymore, so I've stopped doing it." She was just 24. Fans were confused. Was this temporary? A break? A joke? It wasn't. Amanda had walked away from acting right at her peak. No scandal. No falling out, just a sudden, quiet disappearance. At first, people respected her decision. Maybe she just wanted a normal life. But over the next few years, Amanda's name returned to the headlines, and not for the right reasons. Strange tweets, erratic behavior, paparazzi photos showing Amanda looking nothing like the polished actress fans remembered. And then the arrests, the downward spiral. Between 2012 and 2014, Amanda Bynes' life spiraled into chaos. Publicly, painfully, and relentlessly documented by the media, the once beloved teen star was now a tabloid fixture. First came the DUI arrest in 2012, then a hit and run, then another. She was seen talking to herself in public. She shaved half her head. She tweeted erratically, accusing her father of abuse, insulting celebrities, and declaring strange plans about plastic surgery and career changes. She even tweeted that she was retiring from acting to become a rapper. For the press, it was a gold mine. For Amanda, it was a complete breakdown. The paparazzi followed her every move. TMZ ran daily stories. Late-night hosts cracked jokes. What the world was witnessing wasn't a scandal. It was a mental health crisis playing out in real time. but few treated it that way. Then came one of the darkest chapters: the fire, the hospital, the conservatorship. In July 2013, Amanda was found in a stranger's driveway in California, allegedly after starting a small fire using gasoline. She was placed on a 5,150 psychiatric hold, a law that allows someone to be held involuntarily for mental health evaluation if they pose a danger to themselves or others. It was a wake-up call. Shortly after, Amanda was placed under conservatorship, a legal arrangement in which her mother was given control over her finances and major life decisions. It was the same kind of setup used in Britney Spears' case, and it raised important questions about autonomy, mental health, and privacy. Amanda was later diagnosed with bipolar disorder and began receiving treatment. For the first time in years, there was hope, quiet hope, that she might heal. She retreated from the public eye. The loud tweets stopped. The paparazzi sightings disappeared. Amanda had vanished again, but this time, it was for survival, trying to heal. In 2014, Amanda enrolled at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising FIDM in Los Angeles. She studied fashion, stayed mostly out of sight, and by all reports, tried to rebuild a sense of normalcy. She even earned her associate degree. In 2018, Amanda appeared in a rare interview with Paper Magazine, where she opened up about her drug use, including marijuana, ecstasy, and Adderall, which she said had drastically affected her behavior and decision-making. She admitted she had watched She's a Man during a depressive episode and didn't recognize herself on screen. That moment, she said, triggered a full-blown identity crisis. But Amanda also expressed hope. She said she wanted to return to acting, to make amends, to live a different kind of life. It felt like a comeback was possible, but it never really happened. The quiet life. In the years that followed, Amanda largely stayed offline. There were a few headlines here and there, an engagement, a face tattoo, the end of her conservatorship in 2022, but there were no acting roles, no big interviews, no public tours or rebrand announcements. Amanda Bynes had, in every meaningful sense, left Hollywood behind. And unlike many former stars who attempt a dramatic return, Amanda didn't chase the spotlight. She didn't market a memoir, launch a podcast, or monetize her trauma. She chose silence. In 2023, she was found wandering alone in Los Angeles again and was placed on a 72-hour psychiatric hold. It was heartbreaking for fans. Another reminder of the quiet struggle she continues to face, including marijuana, ecstasy, and Adderall, which she said had drastically affected her behavior and decision-making. She admitted She's a Man during a depressive episode and didn't recognize herself on screen. That moment, she said, triggered a full-blown identity crisis. But Amanda also expressed hope. She said she wanted to return to acting, to make amends, to live a different kind of life. It felt like a comeback was possible, but it never really happened. Because sometimes, vanishing is not a sign of weakness. It's a declaration of strength. This was the story of Amanda Bynes, the celebrity who disappeared and never came back.